Aries, it's Maria from the Tarot Shop here, and this is your reading for January 2024. Didn't that come around quickly? I'm actually not going to use an oracle card this month. If you follow me regularly, you know that I usually pop an oracle card up. But I'm just going to stick to the tarot for this month. I'm going to dive straight in and see what we've got going on for Aries. This little deck here is a pocket deck, quite a handy little guy, and it is the Radiant Wise Spirit. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's not playing very well here. There we go. In you go. That's it. Right. Let's go. Aries, January. Aries, January. What would you like them to know? Right. Wow. So it looks as if we are on an adventure. And there is a trip here. But before we get to that part, okay, so there's a little bit of disappointment at the beginning of the month, and this is possibly with regards to not some family dramas necessarily, but family interactions, I would say, really, that you didn't feel supported. And as a result of that, that's what the cards are saying. If it makes sense to you, then that's wonderful. You think you weren't supported emotionally over something, and as a result of that you've decided to move forward, and actually you don't really care what people think at the moment. I'm saying that from a place of love, and that it's actually you've decided that for your self-preservation actually you're going to turn your back on emotional baggage of the past, really. So you're kind of like moving forward. You can see in this card that this person's moving away from the emotional baggages of the past, and this card here is very much that you feel that you're isolated, so you've been betrayed. So it's along the lines of, as I said, some kind of family thing there where actually you don't feel that you were treated fairly, and that actually you weren't supported, and as a result of that you decided to move forward. And when I say move forward, you've decided to move forward into you're going away. And you are moving away. It looks as if this could be a trip overseas, or a trip, a weekend away, or something like that. There's definitely a getting away here. And you can see that actually this did upset you a little bit. And as a result of that, so something's happened that's not quite to your liking. And you've decided, you can see here, you see on this card here, you've got the troubled waters here. You see? And then actually, sorry, the light's a bit bright. So you've got troubled waters here. And actually somebody else is taking you away from it all, and you feel a little bit tired. But actually there's optimism and promise and smooth waters ahead. So it's definitely wonderful. And as a result of that, your whole wide world is about to expand. You feel as if you have the world at your feet. So despite whatever little, situation here has arisen, you are determined to go and have a huge adventure, because you can see the world is yours. So there's a significant change happening here mid-month. It does make you slightly restless, I must admit. It's almost like you're having a time. Okay, let me try and phrase this correctly. Right, so this is the card of rest and recuperate. So you're having a bit of a break from everything. And it's self-imposed. It's a position of just stalemate, stagnant, just stopping, resting, breathing, taking some time out. And it's mentally. So actually it's a healing time. It's a time away from your mind is not working overtime. It's a really good situation to be in, that kind of like have that energy around you for a little while. And that's because you're confused about what you want emotionally. And this definitely suggests that there's lots of things on offer here. So this trip, or this, break away, this movement forward, and it's significant because you've got the world. So it's the completion of one phase of your life and the beginning of a new one. It's very transitional, and amazing that it happens in January. But it does give you lots to choose from. So it feels as if it's a very transitional month. As you can see, you've got this movement forward. And as a result of that, you're driving this. So you've decided to move forward, go away, take some time out. But it does leave you a little bit confused about what it is that you want emotionally, because you almost have the choice of whether to be there or whether to be here or whether to be somewhere else. So it's what do you want? So you do end up quite reflective at the end of the month emotionally. from the trip, but it's a very transitional time, and for January, that's amazing. So that's your reading for January, Aries. Okay, thanks very much for your time. Bye bye.